promising future in the field of journalism after working for the official school paper for the previous 2 years. 6 months later, he found himself washing his hair in a toilet at the same university as he prepared for an interview. Michael Sullivan was homeless at the age of 23 after first watching his mother, his protector, and a dysfunctional family die from cancer. A year later, his father asked him to leave. Riding a New York City subway train at night, his only companion was a green plastic bag of belongings. During these bleak days, he began writing his most reflective and emotional childhood and adult memories. In 1994, Michael married his wife Debbie, and after 2 years of raising their daughters, he returned to his notes and began writing Necessary Heartbreak, a novel of faith and forgiveness. He is currently writing the sequel, The Greatest Christmas, featuring more memories from his young adult life, including the day he walked to Forest Park in Queens, as he contemplated taking his own life. Only the strains of the song prevented him from doing the unthinkable, and tonight he is here to share his moving story of triumph. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's keynote speaker, Mr. Michael Sullivan.
It's great to be back home. I graduated in 1983, and I witnessed a lot of great basketball victories in a small gymnasium. Saw Chris Mullen pop in a few from the corner, Bill Wennington dunk a few. But never had I witnessed a more important victory than I'm witnessing tonight. So I'm honored to be here. And I want to thank Reverend James Moore for inviting me here, Mr. Darren Morton, and Kim Toro for allowing me to tell you about my story. I knew at a very early age what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go to college, and what I wanted to do with my life. I knew I was going to attend St. John's University and have a career in journalism. What I didn't realize then is that there really isn't a perfect road on this journey, one without obstacles and challenges. Before my senior year at St. John's University, my mother died from breast cancer. She had fought a dying 2-year battle until she was called home by God at the age of 47. I knew then I wouldn't be able to complete my final year and graduate from my dream school due to finances. The then president of the university, Reverend Cahill, gave me my senior year tuition-free. I learned my first lesson in compassion in Sentian style. After I graduated in 1983, I found it extremely difficult to find a job. Besides the challenging job situation, life on the home front was difficult. The relationship I had with my father, which had always been troubling, had grown even worse since my mother's passing. He eventually told me to leave in late fall of 1983. Soon after that, I was riding the E train, homeless, nowhere to go. On those long nights, I would write about my emotions, my childhood memories, the adult emotional points that affected me the most. Sometimes I would just grab the last seat in the train, huddle my face in embarrassment as much as I could into my chest, allow the heaters to warm up my torn sneakers, and cry. I cried a lot those nights, wondering why this was happening to me. And I thought maybe somehow I even deserved this. But no one ever deserves this. And when the morning came, I would get off the Union Turnpike Kew Gardens train station at Queens Boulevard as the masses got on for their workday. I would walk to St. John's to save my last few bucks and head down into the basement of St. John's Hall to look for any job openings. If I found something, I would head over to Alumni Hall, which is now Carnesecca Arena, and make most of my phone calls from the payphones. After my interviews, I needed to find a payphone just in case somebody would try to respond to me, and I needed to find one that wasn't so active. I found one on the other side of Jamaica High School, where I would sometimes stand for 3 or 4 hours in the cold, hoping I would get a positive response. I would mostly shower in the basement of Alumni Hall until the winter break came that year. Much to my chagrin, they were renovating it. And on this particular December day, I needed to get to New York City in about 40 minutes for an interview. So I ran up the stairs of Alumni Hall to the basement, to the bathroom located in what was across from the athletic office at that time. to people at St. John's. I didn't want them to let them know about what had happened to me. I was embarrassed. During this day, Coach Carnesecca, who I had gotten to know after working on the radio station and the official school paper, saw me as I was about to wash my hair in the sink. He looked at me oddly, concerned, and asked me what I was doing. I lied. I told him everything was fine, and I was working. He slapped me on the back, gave me a smile, and off he went. I didn't want to take any more chances from anybody else from that athletic office seeing me what I was doing. I was so humiliated that I went to the last bathroom stall and shut the door. I looked at the toilet and the soap. I had just put my hands from the dispenser. I rubbed that soap quickly in my hair, and I continued to stare at the water in the toilet. Then I knelt down slowly and held my breath, dipping my head into the toilet and washing it quickly. I pulled some paper towels out of my coat pocket and dried my hair. I listened to make sure no one else was in their bathroom again. I came out of the stall, looked at myself in the mirror, and I just started to cry. This wasn't supposed to be part of my journey. I spent a couple more weeks on the train checking out the job opportunities, but I was running out of money, and soon I wouldn't even be able to pay for that token ride at night, where at least I had some warmth and shelter. During one stretch, I stayed underground for almost 72 hours, running out of options. It was shortly after that period of time that a caring aunt and uncle rescued me off the train and gave me a second chance at life, much like we're seeing tonight. My uncle happens to be a graduate of St. John's University. Compassion again through a St. John's connection. Throughout my journey, some 28 years after I graduated from this great university, the gestures of compassion from those associated with this school still affect me to this very day. I spent a lot of time riding on that E-train. It had been a dream of mine to write a novel. While sitting with my daughter in Orlando on vacation 3 summers ago, I got an email from Vice President from Simon & Schuster. He was interested in buying the rights to my story. During our phone call, we were talking about where we went to college. And guess what? He was a graduate of St. John's University. He immediately signed me to a contract, and my book, Necessary Heartbreak, a novel of faith and forgiveness, was published by Simon & Schuster last year. The story I wrote discusses the many homeless experiences I had, the challenges, the emotional struggles associated with such a plight. So I applaud you, the graduates tonight. Each and every one of you has achieved something special, overcome tremendous odds, and the challenges to get a degree from St. John's University. It's not merely a piece of paper you are leaving with. You leave here with the understanding of what compassion and love is all about. You leave here with many friends, friends for life. The memories you have made, the future ones you are about to make. And despite the bumps in the road that you are sure to encounter, you will not be alone. I will be there for you on this journey. Your friends will be there for you. The deans and the professors and the administrators who have poured their hearts and souls into these wonderful programs will be there with you. When you do touch the tape of those glorious finish lines of success in your life, and you will, look back, open up your heart, much like those who did so for me, and extend your hand. Take your fellow graduates and future graduates and past graduates across that finish line with you. I am here to reach back as well. It's what people here at St. John's University have done for me time and time again. It's what I will do for you. Congratulations on your remarkable achievement. You have graduated from the world's greatest university and the most compassionate university. Thank you.